Hey, yo, alright man, look, even though we know barely anything about it, the sequel to Breath of the Wild is one of the most hotly anticipated games in the entire world right now. And it's only thanks to the super intriguing announcement trailer that we've been able to glean any solid details about this game at all. And by watching the teaser trailer while applying a bit of common sense, reading what little articles from credible news sources we have, and by deeply familiarizing myself with the real-life timeline of Zelda title release dates and Nintendo console lifespans, I've been able to make a few educated guesses about the sequel to Breath of the Wild's general release window. Now, Nintendo hasn't discussed a release date for the so-called Breath of the Wild 2, but we do have two pieces of information that help us set up a realistic time expectation window. The first hint the trailer gives us is right at the very start. The game is shown to be for the Nintendo Switch. That means that the game will come out sometime before the end of the Switch's lifespan. On average, Nintendo consoles come out every 5.5 years. This means that the current Switch could stick around until September 2022 or even early 2023. And that said, if the game does come out that far along, it'll probably also be a launch title for Nintendo's next console. Same thing happened with Twilight Princess and Breath of the Wild. The other important hint is that, not counting re-releases and remakes, Nintendo releases a new Zelda on consoles every 3.5 years on average. The wait time between titles has ranged in the past, sometimes as little as a year, sometimes as much as 6. But it's rare to go 4 years without a new installment. Breath of the Wild came out in March 2017, which means its 4th birthday is right around the corner. Let's say then that the early window for Breath of the Wild 2 is that we get a surprise announcement any day now, the same way that Age of Calamity popped up out of nowhere. This seems unlikely given how little we've seen of the game so far, but 2021 is the 35th anniversary of the series, February 21st to be exact. That's less than a month from the making of this video. Nintendo could just be strategically waiting for a big reveal within the next few weeks. Perhaps something to take the wind out of the sails of the PS5 and the Xbox Series S, huh? Also, in July 2020, Nintendo Life reported that voice work on Breath of the Wild sequel is well underway, although it's not complete, suggesting that development on the new game has been moving along, despite the roller coaster of a year that 2020 turned out to be. And finally, the dubious food of this little presentation. As recently as August 2020, we heard yet another rumor of a Skyward Sword remaster for the Switch according to a pre-order page on Amazon that has since been taken down. This would be a nice little Zelda appetizer to whet the appetite and buy Nintendo more time to finish preparing the Zelda main course, you know what I'm saying? So first, to give you a broad answer, the sequel to Breath of the Wild will come out sometime between the second fiscal quarter of 2021 and March 2023. But nobody wants to hear that, so a narrower but still extremely realistic window puts it in our hands between late spring 2021 and summer 2022. I know that's still potentially a very big wait, and while Nintendo has been tight-lipped about Breath of the Wild 2 in general, my heart says that they want the game to come out this year to coincide with the 35th anniversary. It's poetic, and what better way to commemorate the occasion than to release a sequel to what many people, myself included, consider the best game of the last decade. But that said, Nintendo will do what Nintendo's gotta do to not have the game come out all cyberpunk style. Either way, definitely expect to see some updates within the next few months, as now it's been over a year and a half since we first learned about the title, which honestly isn't that long in the scheme of things. But then again, I'm a patient guy. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. Leave yours in the comments. Did I miss anything interesting? I want to know. Of course, please like and share the video if you got something out of it. Subscribe if you're new and you want to stay current. Hit the bell to catch things first. It's all free and you can change your mind at any time, and it supports the channel so much it's insane. I can't even explain. Anyway, thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, stay well, stay cool, and always keep punching out there. Aloha.